this is JG from Coralogix Sales Engineering Team. Today we're going to talk about our awesome new feature, which is the archive query with SQL and on-the-fly parsing. So you can browse to our website, look at the tutorial here, and pretty much what is this feature? Originally, archive query will let you query term with the Lucene language and extract them or send the data back into the search screen. Now here's the catch. For a situation where logs haven't been parsed at ingest, or maybe you need to do some after the fact grouping, you were fairly limited. We fixed this. We'll let you the option to search data, to apply some SQL query, and to even parse after the fact with a regular expression. So let's take a look of what that looks like. I'm going to go into my TCO section here. Go to my archive query. This is what we originally have, which you can just click on the archive query. You can give it a name, description. You can do a Lucene search query, pretty basic, Boolean, as you guys are familiar with, etc. Now, here's the new feature. You have a second tab here, the SQL. Okay, so by default, you're gonna get a simple query when you can select star from all the logs, pretty straightforward. Once you do that, you still select the time range you want to extract and you'll get the result. For the sake of time, here's a result that was run and this is what it looks like. So you'll see a slightly different than our old query where things are grouped. There's different column and this is the information that you will gonna get back. You can still download the TSV, but obviously you don't re-index it because you're manipulating the data and doing some grouping. Originally, this is what a query looked like. Okay, so now here's the great part. You're able to actually run a query and do some really advanced thing. I have an example prepared for you guys. So for example here, if I got some information from Windows Server, and let's say I want to look at some specific event ID and group it, I can do this. Obviously, all the functions here are quickly available, and there's documentation on doing all this. There's a couple of examples on the website, but here's what that would look like. I'm going to select all of my data from my logs. I'm going to get that specific event ID, and I'm going to group it. Once you run that query, you're going to get something that looks like this. Similar, the log preview, the download, or the clone if you want to run it and modify it again. Now check it out. Here's what this looks like. Pretty much what I'm doing here, I'm now after the fact looking at different data. I can parse it eventually, I can group it, and then if I need to, I can extract the result. So you're now not limited with just the data you have parsed. You can also, after the fact, in situation where that hasn't been done, get it, parse it, extract it, and be done. Thank you so much. If you have any question, please look at our website or reach out via our in-app message system 24/7. Thanks again.